Hello and a very good afternoon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us this Monday and welcome to Monday Makers. It's a jolly old show, is this? You can always tell from the music at the start of the show. And I tell you what, we have got some brilliant demos coming up over the course of this show. We've got actually two of my kind of favourite ranges currently. We have got the stacked easels coming up for you. We've also got the silhouette animals coming up for you too. And with it being a Monday Makers show, we have got a Monday mega deal on the way for you as well. All of that to come. Are we showing it now, are we? The Monday mega deal. The Monday mega deal is the Spectrum Noir Sparkle Pens. Look at the deal on this. You're getting the 3-pack for $21.43 or $27.96. This is usually £39 or over $50. The deal is fantabulous because you are getting within this collection sparkle in the form of your metallic. So you've got your onyx black, your sterling silver and your spun gold. You're then also getting your beautiful perfect pastels included too. Look at that. And then also included, you've got the glitz and glamour. Just absolutely gorgeous. A brilliant day to be able to pick these up. $21.43, $27.96. That is, I tell you what, a great little segue, Erin. I'll credit you for that one. From glitz and glamour, well, to a lady who just exudes both of those words. It's the lovely Jan. How are you, Jan?
I'm fine, thanks, Ben. Honestly, I cannot believe that it's 4 o'clock already.
I know.
It's just scary, honestly. With doing the earlier show yesterday, I was on sort of a slightly earlier time schedule, and it feels as if we're just about ready to start the earlier show at dinner time now. But yeah, 4 o'clock already. Great show lined up, though. Some fabulous products, and one of my most favourite paper pads on this show this afternoon, which I'm going to use first in the first demo.
It is going to be brilliant. Always when Jan is in the house, you know you're going to get some fantastic demos, you're going to get some fantastic finished projects, and also you're going to get tuition. I always feel, you know, when Jan's here, things are nice. Everyone explains things brilliantly, but, you know, with Jan, everything explained, I think, a little bit more detail, and everyone says, you know, Jan's calming influence over the course of the next 2 hours. It kind of levels out my sort of, wah! You know, and then we've got Jan is a little bit more calming. Everything's sort of leveled out quite nicely. Now, coming up over the course of the show, we have got the silhouette animals. I absolutely love this collection, and included in here, one of my favourite die sets currently, the gorgeous deers. It is a beautiful way to be able to create some beautiful apertures with your cards, to be able to kind of create depth and dimension with these as well. They are absolutely stunning. You've got your butterfly, your bee, your deer, and also that little bunny wabbit as well, which might just be perfect for Easter, which is just around the corner. Fantastic deal on that. I'll show you all the boards on that a little bit later on, but £41 or $47.50 is the deal, saving $10.96 or $12.30. Really, really popular, that collection, especially at that price. But even more popular than that, a bundle which I had the joy of launching. I lose track of time now, but I want to say it was maybe a month ago, or probably was a little bit longer. I can't remember. But anyway, when we launched this, you guys absolutely loved it because the concept is amazing. What I will say to you is if you are someone who's and ahed about this and you thought, oh, shall I, shan't I go for it? We are 3/4 of the stock gone, all right? So if you want to go for this, have a look at the price on your screen because you're saving $53.92 today or $69.60, £100 or $120. So that, if you're a platinum, is £80 or $96. It comes with all of the stacked easels, the dies there to be able to create heart stacked easels, storybooked stacked easels, you've got hexagon stacked easels and more. And let me just tell you, the paper pads that you get with this as well are phenomenal. They're gorgeous. The patterns that you're going to get, the colors that you're going to get, and in each of the paper pads as well, when you flick to the back, you've got some die cut elements in there too. It really is a gorgeous bundle, but as I said, we don't have a huge amount of stock of it remaining, so if you want to grab it, grab as soon as you can. Hey to Sandra from Belgium who joined us. Hey Sandra, lovely to have you with us. Patty's in from Michigan. Jodie Perrin from Lavon, Texas. Little J Craft from North Yorkshire is in. Lynn from Spain. Dawn from snowy New Jersey. And Hannah on Facebook says, hi, Jan, Ben, Crafters TV and crafty friends from the sunny Lake District. Hello, Hannah. And Paula Puckett on Facebook says, hello, handsome Ben. Well, hello, perfect Paula. And beautiful Jan. And hello to Crafters TV staffers. Yes, hey to all the gang. We've got George on the joystick and the buttons today, and Erin bossing everybody around. But of course, as always, get social with us on Facebook and YouTube. Let us know what you are loving about these collections. Let us know what you're up to this afternoon, and any questions you've got on anything, you can get those in on the socials. And of course, if you've already got the Stacked Easel collection, or maybe you've got the Silhouette Animals collection, maybe you're using the Sparkle pens currently, and you want to show us your makes, get in touch with us, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. The last group of viewers we had on our masterclass, the pictures that we had sent in of the makes were phenomenal. So you've got that to beat. We had some brilliant finished projects. Make sure they're high class when you send them in. No, only joking. We want to see everything. Send it all in, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. And let us get started with Jan over at t'other side of studio. What are you going to show us?
We're going to go with those stacked easels, Ben. Honestly, I was dying to do these. I know we had them on the show yesterday, but I know I'd got them planned for today. And I've got 2 demos, hopefully. The first one's going to be with the hexagons. And then later in on the show, we're going to have a look at that book. I love the little book set.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool.
So, yeah, we're going to start off with the triple easel hexagon set. And in here, this is what we actually get for our money. And I love the fact that you've got all these layers already measured out, straight to use, and also embellishments in there as well. So we're going to use a bit of everything, and I'm going to use that quintessentially is it quintessentially English?
Yes.
Paper pad.
That
honestly,
English.
It was made for me. That if I'd have actually designed a paper pad, that's how it would have come out, I think. Because you know I'm a bit of a pink girl. I love the pink, and I think pink typically goes with green perfectly. Flowers, foliage, you know, you're in there. So we're going to use that. So in your packet with the metal, you get the instruction, but I love the fact that we've got the instructions in here. So, you know, if you're a person that likes to have something written to go to, you've got this to keep. And literally, it's just the first few pages in English, and then we've got different languages in there for you. But it goes through step by step in how to achieve those easel bases, and then you can decorate to your heart's content with any of the papers that you've got. It could be inks, use those sparkle pens, whatever you fancy on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cut the basic easel part if you've not seen this before, and then I've got lots of bits prepped so that we can put it together at the end.
Brilliant.
So for the base card, I'm going to take off the largest hexagon there. Then I'm going to miss one because that's going to be my matten layer for this section. Then I'm going to take off the third one and then miss a layer because that's going to be the matten layer again, and this will be more apparent when I show you the bits that I've cut. And then I'm going to take off that one and then leave that little one in there, which again is going to be matten layer. So I've gone from the largest one at the outside, every alternate for the first 3. So those are going to make my base cards. So what I've done is I've just cut some scraps of stamping card here, and I've scored and folded it in half. And what I actually want to do is create pretty much the hexagon shape. Now, if I put this over my cardstock and cut it out, we're going to get 2 separate hexagons.
Okay.
So in order to achieve that card, it's like a little mini card blank, what we're actually going to do is hang that hexagon just off the edge. So what I want to do when I turn it over, I want to see the cutting edge. Okay.
Oh, just over the edge, yeah.
Just lip it over the edge of where the fold is on your card. So this bit isn't going to cut into the card. And then I'm going to stick that down. So just line it up on the top there, hanging it over the edge. And then we're going to stick that into place. And I'm going to do the same with all 3 of my layers. Okay. So again, just pushing it up so that that top edge hangs off the edge of the card. And we're going to cut all 3 of these together on our Gemini.
Tell you what, Jan, just sorry to interrupt, you're not the only one that loves the quintessentially English paper pad. There is a lot of chatter about that on the socials.
Yeah, it is beautiful. I mean, don't get me wrong, the other one's equally beautiful. It's just that those are my colours. They really are. I love the pinks and the greens together. So we're going to pop all those on our Gemini. And again, I've got those big plates there to fit all 3 on at once for you. Thin metal dies. So our normal combination of plates, I've got the magnetic shim in there, the plastic shim in there, and then that top clear cutting plate. So we're going to pop that through there, and then I'll show you how we're going to actually create the easel part.
Yes.
Okay.
I will also flick through all of the pads for you later on. If you don't know what we are kind of going on about with these gorgeous pads, I'll have a good flick through those for you later, and also we'll look at all of the different elements of the different dies that you'll get with your stacked easels. Remember though, only 25% of the stock remaining. If you want to get it, go swiftly because it could go in the shoe.
Right, so what we've got here then, if we take these out of the cardstock, whoops, just pop those to one side. So we've got the biggest one, the medium one, and then the little dinky one there at the end. So just pop those to one side. So what I've done, because I lipped it over the edge there, you've got actually the equivalent of a little mini card blank.
Yeah.
It's left that fold intact. So, you know, you might just want to make a little set of card shapes. You know, you can make your own little card shapes. So we've done that with each one. So each one's got the fold left on it. So this is going to become the bottom of the easel. So what we want to do with the other half of it is literally fold it in half. Because they're a die cut shape, we can, if you want to score this on your scoreboard, I would probably recommend doing that if you were doing this. I think that's what I've done with my others. But
yeah,
basically halfway is going to create, you can see we've got that sort of shape that we're more familiar with of the easel now.
Perfect.
So each one of those is going to do the same. Just fold it back up to that fold line and give it a burnish there. And you can see we're creating those three levels, those three layers of size. So that's the last little one there.
Okay.
And then you have options with how you want. So, you know, these can actually go together in a whole line. You could actually stagger them.
Oh, yeah.
You could have them side by side.
Yeah.
You know, so many different ways of putting them together. So what I want to do then is just skip forward a step. So you've seen me do the big one there and fold it. So what I've done then is I've gone to the next one down. So I said the alternate ones. We've taken the next one and I've cut myself some mats and layers from those paper pads. All right, so this is out of that pink paper pad there, and we've just laid those up on the bottom, and then I've got my fold lining ready to make that score line. So let me just move those ones out of the way.
Do you know what, again, just watching you do this, Jan, it's such a brilliant concept, isn't it, the stacked easel? But again, when you break it all down, you see all of the different component dies that you've got within this. It's so achievable. It doesn't worry me, but I always kind of think, oh, I wonder if people are going to think to themselves, oh, stacked easels, no, all these dies, it's going to be really, really complicated. When you break it down, it's so simple to do. It
is, and you're basically doing the same thing for each step. It's just a different size, and that size has been done for us by bringing the dies in. So again, I went, you know, this was the one that we die cut originally. I've gone to the next one down, and again, just cut myself a little mat, and we've got that fold in. And then I've done that for all three of them. So we've got the little dinky one there with its mat and layer. Get that one folded in place, and just burnish those fold lines in. Just reminds that cardstock that we want it to stay in place. And then using that first set of dies, so those first three that we used to make the card blanks, I've cut another one, a single one this time, of each of the sizes. So just using the white cardstock again, that same size as what we had here, I've cut a single one, and then this is going to stick to the front and become our front of card.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so you can see there.
Love it.
And again, using those same sets again, going down a layer, we've actually got the mats and layers. So let me just get a little bit of glue and fix those. And what I've done is I've sort of alternated the paper. So on the largest one of the base, I used the pink dotty paper. And then for the top layer, I've gone to the flowered paper. So I'll show you what I mean there. We've got the pink underneath and the flowered one on top there. Yeah? Yeah. So then the middle one, I've gone for the flowered paper, and then I've taken one of the other bits from the pad. And like we were saying, you know, all those papers will mix and match beautifully from that paper pad. So you don't have to worry which one you're going to use. You know that they're all going to work together. So that one's for the middle one. That can go there. And then I've gone back to that rose one just for the little dinky one. So the next thing we need to decide is how we actually want to pop these together. So in this instance, I'm just going to put them in a row.
Yes.
Okay, just keep it simple. So I'm going to flick to my tape pen just because I need these to sort of stay in place. So we're actually going to, where I folded the easel part, I need glue on the front here. So I'm going to use the tape pen, so I don't want them to slip with the wet glue. And again, we've used the die, so we know that these are going to line up perfectly and stick to the front there. So that's going to be my large one. And then the same again. So you're just repeating the same thing on all three sizes. So once you've grasped how that works, then it's just literally a case of repeating. So again, lining it up with the base, and then sticking just that bottom half in, and you can see that, I mean, I love the little dinky easel cards just on their own. Just, think about place settings. What a twist to have just a name on there as a place setting rather than just that normal little tent decide that we make. They just using them in different ways. I know we're not really going anywhere at the moment for place settings, but we've got to hope that it's...
Hey, but we might do eventually, you never know.
It's going to return, yeah, you've got to have hope, haven't you? So we've got our three little easels there.
Yeah.
And then the idea is, with the easels, the one thing we've always said is that it needs a stopper, because as you can see, when I stand this one up now, it's just going to slide closed. So we need something at the front here. And normally we would put some kind of embellishment at the front to stop it. But in this instance, the next size is going to be the stopper.
Yeah.
All right, so underneath here, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom here. And then I'm just going to stand this where I want it to stay.
Yeah.
And then literally line this one up and centre it on the bottom there. So that one's going to hold up the first easel. And then we're going to do again exactly the same. We're going to open that second one up, pop a little bit of adhesive at the bottom and bring that third one in and decide whereabouts you want it and stick that one in. So we've now got 2 layers. So we just need something at the front now, and this is where the little embellishments come in. So what I've done is I've cut a couple of layers of silver, because we've got silver foiling in the back of the paper.
Is that little teeny weeny hexagon die, is it?
You can use this one here,
the
little tiny one. I've just cut some silver satin mirror card there, and I've got ahead of the game, Ben. I've already took the back off my foam pads.
Didn't want to risk it.
I'm not having any more nonsense with them, no, so give them a good talking to in the break, and I've already prepped them ready. So I'm going to put that one at the front there to stop that first layer from jumping up. And then the other bits on here, that gorgeous central element there. So what I've done here is taken the smallest hexagon plus the central part, and that's created this almost like it's like a wheel sort of shape within the hexagon. Now, if you didn't use the external die, this one doesn't have a cutting edge. So you could actually cut this into your card front and make it a see-through easel. You could use this totally separately and use it, as a little peephole in another project. But I just love the fact that because the edge is separate, you've got that cut in or cut out. Now, I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with that bit yet. I've sort of got lots of bits prepared. The other bit that we've got on here is the matte and layer for the word friend on this one. So I've used some pink, pink cardstock to make the matte. And then I've used that silver again, and we've got the word friend on there. So I'm just going to turn this round a little bit so that I can see. So we're going to put the friend on the back there, okay? And then what else did I cut out? Oh, from the back of the paper pad, I've just taken a couple of elements out of that paper pad. We've got a For You and one of the little rose sprays they just pop out of the back of the paper pad. They're already cut for you. And again, I thought we'd pop these. We'll have one at this side, and then I've got For You was going to go across the front there. And then I couldn't make my mind up. This little piece was in the paper pad as well, and just happens to be the same. So I think that looks quite nice on there, actually, doesn't it? Rather, it covers the silver, or we could just offset it a little bit.
Yeah.
So that we've got a little border of the silver. Let's pop that one on there. So just a little bit of adhesive on there. And we'll just offset it that little bit so you can see a bit of the silver in the background there. Yep.
Brilliant.
And then I've got some other bits and pieces. Again, this little bit here, I love the fact that it's not just the base set of dies that you get. Wherever there's a gap, we fill it with some more metal. So this one gives you the gorgeous little set of honeycomb. So this one cuts out the little shape that you can see there with the honeycomb. But then technically the waist, you've got those lovely little tiny hexagon pieces. So if you want to use those to decorate, you can. So I'm thinking, because we've cut this one out, I'm going to have this one as an embellishment up at the back here. And then we're going to go with, we'll leave the little ones, but I want a little bit of the hexagon work on here. And then we'll put that little flower, we'll go for the lot. Why not, up there. So again, you can see how each one of those is actually holding the next one up.
Yeah.
If I turn it sideways, you can see how that construction works. Now, when we do the next one later on in the show, I'm going to stagger the way that they're put together so you can see the different way on it. But I just think they are such a cute little idea. And then once you've got them all ready to post them, they all fold reasonably flat.
Perfect.
Unless you've used any dimension inside there, you know, you've got them reasonably flat to pop in an envelope, or if you want to make a little gift box, really, really going for it, you could make a larger hexagon to match the design and pop them in there. Yep.
Just amazing. And do you know what? Hopefully from that first demo, you've seen how easy it is to pop these together. There's loads of lovely messages coming in. Dawn Nordstrom on YouTube says, easel card dies. I love the versatility. Marilyn on YouTube, I love the beautiful blooms paper pad, those greys and blues. So woon. Patty on YouTube says, like them not only for easel cards, but can also use as nesting dies. Mandy Doodle Hands on YouTube says, these papers are gorgeous. And Aishia Dennison on Facebook says, I have the quintessential English paper pad and love it. I'm a silver girl and love all the sheets with the silver embellishment. CC, make more pads with silver accent, please. Well, we shall pass that on. We shall pass that on. Lina on Facebook saying, I've just finished a couple of stacked easel cards. One is black and gold glitter card with 3 easels, and the other one is baby blue and white with 5 easels. Lynn, need to send it in. Send it in. And Maria on YouTube saying, this paper is so pretty. I tell you what, let us have a look at what you're going to get within this collection, because it is gorgeous. Now, right, if I show you these paper pads, I've got a selection of the papers from the pads here. What these don't have on them, though, is the little die cuts that you've got within the backs. And I might try and... No, but because the top one's really, it's balanced really. Yeah, George is laughing. Director George, right, he's just gone... just like that in my ear, because that is really precariously balanced, and if I take that off, it's going to fall. So what I'll do is I'll show you the ones that we've got maybe in the bottom one. But anyway, look at the papers first of all, right? So this is your quintessentially English. This is the one that Jan absolutely loves, and this is the one that you guys have been loving too. It's gorgeous. It is beautiful pinks and greens, beautiful floral bouquets. And the great thing is, and we chatted about this yesterday, no matter how you go through this, looking at the different patterns that you've got, it all matches up perfectly. You don't kind of have to think what goes with what. They all perfectly match. And as you can see, if I just give that a little wiggle, you have got your flecks of foiling in there as well. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's included. But as we go through, take a look. More beautiful florals there. These are all going to work. Look at the butterflies. Look at the foiling on there. Are you kidding me? That's why people are loving these paper pads. Obviously included within the collection. There's your greens again with more of that sort of spot foiling going on. More beautiful bouquets. I mean, this is just next level, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. And even if we go down to the last sort of level here, you've got the foiling on the stripes there too. Do I risk this? Do I risk this? So this is the quintessentially English. I'm not taking the other one off. The quintessentially English, look, in the back, there you've got all of these little cutouts for you as well. So look, little embellishments, little flowers, you've got the watering can in there, little butterflies, and these all just pop out simply with a little bit of pressure. And again, look at this, more little embellishments in the hearts. in the little storybook there. So these shapes mirror the shapes that you're going to get with your easel. So you get 4 pages of your little die cuts included in each of the folders as well, and even some foiling going through on those too, which is amazing. So that is your quintessentially English. This is like playing a game of Jenga. This is your full blooms. Who was it who was having a swoon about this? Was it Beth? I can't remember. But this is the full blooms. More sort of blues and greys and peaches in here. But once again, you've got the flecks of foiling within this. 40 sheets, by the way, within the actual pads themselves. And again, take a look. And if you look at the detailing that you've got here and you're thinking, oh, what does that match up with? It matches up with all of the other papers that you've got within the collection. This one I love again, because look at that. Oh, around that frame itself, gorgeous gold foiling. Here, snippability galore. You've then got more spots in there. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Whichever one you love, the good news is you get both of them within this collection. I love the little foiled roses that you've got on that too. Remember, again, with this particular collection, you will get 4 pages of your die cuts in the back as well. But both of those paper pads are included. Do you want me to do this one? It's going to... Oh. It's getting it back on again is going to be the problem. And then in the back of this one, here's your little die cut pieces once again. So 4 pages included. This is gorgeous. It's little bows. Again, if you wanted to do, I suppose, sort of decoupaging, build up your own little bouquets, you've got the ability to do that. More of those sentiments, which, as I say, mirror the actual dies that you've got within your stacked easels. Bouquets and birds and just more sentiments as well. And your tags there, look, once again, absolutely beautifully foiled. Now, here we go. Come on, Ben. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Yes! He's done it without knocking over the set. Thank you very much. Good night.
My work here is done.
My work here is done. Wow, that has got to be some sort of record. So those are the paper pads that you're going to get within the collection. Let me show you, though, the dies that come with this too. The great thing is, you've already seen the kind of theory behind this, if you like, the practicality behind this. It is dead simple, as you saw with Jan there. It's so simple to do, to be able to create these easel cards. And like we said, the fact that you've got all the different dies, you've got the ability to kind of go, pick the first one, miss one, to use that for your sort of mats and layers, go to the next one, miss one, go to the next one, and that creates your 3. And then I love the fact that you've got the embellishments to go with this too. You've got little sentiments also, and then the fact that you've got the smaller dies to use as the stopper for the 3rd easel, I think is just brilliant. And like Jan was saying, do you know what, that's your heart, obviously. And like Jan was saying, you know, if you want to layer them up straight down, you can. If you want to go kind of side to side, you can. You don't have to just go you know, one way with these. And actually, if you just wanted to create little mini cards, you can do that too. I think they're really cute. This is the ornate frame. Once again, same system to be able to create that triple easel effect. Loads of people are loving these. There's the little, the hexagon. Once again, you saw this one just a few moments ago with that really cool sort of detailing there. You've got the mini dies to create your stoppers for your 3rd mini easel. Then you've got your circle. Once again, gorgeous, the detailing that you've got. And of course, the little sentiments you can mix and match in between all of the different easels as well. That one is hello. This one is flowers. Again, absolutely gorgeous. My favourite one within this collection, though, just because it's something a little bit different, is the book. So creating a little triple easel storybook. And I really love the delicate nature of that die to decorate the final one there, which is just gorgeous for you. And even with this one, you've got the little mini die to finish off that gorgeous little stopper. So all of those are included. So 1, 2, 3, 6 different sets, isn't it? Plus you've got the 2 paper pads to go with it, Great buy on that today. £100 or $120. Bear in mind though, over 75% of the stock of that has now gone. So get it whilst you can. Now, if you're looking for a smaller bundle, we do, yes, that's here, isn't it? Hearts, why am I looking down there? It's there. It's hearts, books and flowers, all right? So again, something for every budget. So if you want to go for the hearts, books and flowers, you can do £50 or $60. Or if you prefer the others, you've got the circles, the hexagons, the circles, what's a hexagon? Circles, hexagons and your ornate frames too. So that's the second mini bundle. So if you want to be able to, you know, not go the whole hog, give these a bit of a go, there you go, £50 or $60. And you can see with some of the images that you've been sending in as well, that these are just brilliant for so many occasions. Clarice, I absolutely love this, using the hearts, love you, Valentine, which is just gorgeous. Thank you, Clarice, for sending that in. Oh, look at this one from Val. So that is using the hexagons, but then using flowers to decorate the actual hexagons as well, which is amazing. I love that.
That's so pretty, isn't it?
I know.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I love the flowers on them. That's just made it look totally different, hasn't it? I was really peering at that sat here, trying to work out what it was. But yeah, the hexagons behind it, and then those flowers are beautiful.
I've had to come right up close to the screen to have a look at that one. I always do when you send the pictures in, so I can get a good view of them. And then Catherine Livesey has sent in. Is that 4 on there? 1, 2. Oh no, it's still only 3, isn't it? Yeah, it does look like 4 with the slightly bigger stopper at the end there, but that's gorgeous again. Using the thinking of you sentiment and some butterflies and bows on there. And this is a good example from Jay Simonetti of how you don't have to lay them up all in one row, so just offsetting them for a beautiful Valentine's card.
Yeah, we're going to go sort of a little bit more along those lines with the other demo with the easels. But yeah, pop them together however you wish. They don't all have to stand in a row. Yeah. That looks good. That'd be a gorgeous Valentine, that, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love these. Thank you so much for sending in all of your pictures. Now, we've also got on the show the Get It, Got It, Good Deal. And loads of you have been chatting about this. Here it comes. So basically, you're getting the tote bag, right, which we all know is absolutely superb because you've got loads of room in there, loads of compartments. That is a brilliant bit of kit, and it's super sturdy as well, and it needs to be. I've seen some of the stuff that you guys put in your bags, and I tell you what, it needs to be big and sturdy. You're getting for free the metallic pencils, you're getting for free the tacky glue, you're getting for free the craft knife with the replacement blades, and you're getting for free the die cleaning tool too, so the die cleaning brush. So $35.99 is the deal on that one. You're basically getting all of the goodies to put into your tote bag absolutely free. That Get It, Got It, Good deal is available just for this week or whilst stocks last. So make sure you grab them. Whoa, there are loads of comments coming in. Thank you for all of these. Lots of love coming in for the paper pads. Grab those whilst they're still here. Make sure you get this bundle as well. So many messages coming in. My tablet, in fact, has just crashed. Oh, hang on, here we go. Papers are so pretty, says Maria. Joe saying, Jan is such a great teacher. Hello, Christine Mahoney. Christine saying, love this set. If you've got more pictures, send them in. We want to see them. Love all that bright pink is in that quintessentially English pad, says Ange. Pamela saying, not a pink girl, but the pink is pretty with foil. And here we go. Christine Mahoney on Facebook. Have a guess how many pads Christine has got of each of them. Have a guess.
I can imagine. I would think at least a dozen of each.
Well, 6 or 7 pads of each.
Of each, oh yeah.
6 or 7. Christine is a big fan of the paper pads here at Crafters Companion. It's one of the first things that I learned. But Christine, I'm not surprised you've got so many. If you want to get more, you can do, but get them whilst they're here because we're very, very busy right across the board. Hello to Evelyn as well, who says gorgeous paper. Right, we are moving swiftly on to the silhouette dies. These are absolutely gorgeous as well in their own right. In this collection, 30 elements. You've got your little bumblebee, you've got your butterfly, and your little rabbit, and then that gorgeous stag, which is always a popular one whenever we bring it to air. I'll show you the boards on these in just a little bit, but we're going to go over to Jan and just have a look at these. Great, aren't they, for creating that sort of silhouette aperture, but also great for creating cards with depth and dimension.
They are, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I've got a really nice one, Ben, and I'm going to use the deer, all right, especially for you. And we're sort of almost, I think the finished one of this is almost sort of quite a masculine looking card. So we were talking yesterday about, you know, some people sort of struggle with making cards for guys. So this one would be perfect with the deer on it. And I'm going to use craft card with it. So again, that's sort of that brown shade. So in your packet there, this is what we get. So you've got different elements of the die. You get the outline square. So you've got the actual aperture, and then you've got things that you can cut inside there. So if you see that there's part of this missing, it is meant to be like that. It's not actually damaged the die. It's just so that when we cut it, the actual deer stays attached to the side of the piece that we're cutting out. And I'll show you what I mean. We're going to cut it in a second. But then you've got those gorgeous trees, sort of like the forest element behind it. You've got your dear friend. Yeah. And there's just a play on words there with the D-double-E-R for the deer, and then you've got the little star if you want to add any embellishments in. So what we're going to do is actually cut this section, and I've just got some brown pearlized cardstock. So if I cut this one into the square, it's going to cut out pretty much the aperture, but it's going to leave him anchored and the little baby one with the feet in the piece. Now I actually want it to be with the frame round it as well. So we're actually going to cut it as a two-piece. So we definitely need to tape it in place because I don't want it to move. So we're going to put that external square, and as long as your dies aren't touching, you can actually put these in together. Now if you're not comfortable with that, you know, if you feel that you're not quite sure, then cut the square first, so that you know what size you're working with. So cut the external square and then pop the other piece in and cut that afterwards. Okay. So again, I've gone back down to those smaller plates now because we're just going to run that one piece through, and then I'll talk you through the other pieces that I've cut. So let's just pop that through our Gemini and get that cut out. We'll show you what that looks like, and then I'll show you the other pieces that I've already die cut. I love these. There's so many different ways again that you can use them. So popping that one off there. And again, when we take that tape off, we'll just roll that tape back so that we can get the die off there. Okay. Take the dies out, and what we get when you take out the waist element is that gorgeous silhouette, lovely, and this is where they get their names from. Yes. And I just think that on its own is, you know, just to put this on a little dinky card, make a set of them, pop them in a gift box. You know, you could make some little note cards, just those small sizes. But what I've done is I've actually taken a length of the craft card and I've cut that piece into the craft card. So like I've just done, I've literally just used the inside element here, and I've cut it into my craft card. You can see there how it fits over. And then I've used the square one to cut. In fact, I've used this one again because I wanted them to be the same size. And then I've snipped out the deer from the two edge ones just to make a window. Yeah. All right. So let's just pop those to one side. And then what I'm going to do, I've already done this and run it through the sticky machine again because I want to overlay the brown piece on here. So let me just pop this behind so that you can see what I'm actually doing. And again, just to peel this off gently, because we've die cut, we know that this is going to fit now right over the top. So I'm going to line them up. I don't want to offset these this time. I want to actually line them up with what's underneath. And we're just going to frame that window there. You can see there we've got that now. And then I've just done two that are literally the actual frame. So again, by die cutting this and then snipping out the actual deer, it leaves you with that square frame. Yeah. So these are going to go round the two plain apertures here. So let's just get those, whoops, we'll get them in the right place. Just to pop that one on there.
I love your demos, Dan, because I know we're always going to see a bit of craft card in there.
Oh, always. A bit of pink and a bit of craft card.
Yeah, bringing the craft card back.
Can guarantee. I have to stop myself from reaching for them. I really do, because they're sort of like proper go-tos. And the pink with the craft card.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I just think
heaven.
particularly for these sort of animal dies, particularly this deer one that you're seeing here, I just think the black on the craft card, it works an absolute
It's just giving you that bit of definition there, isn't it? So let's pop all those to one side out of the way. And then I've prepped a piece of acetate to actually put behind here so that we've actually got the windows going on there.
Yeah.
So let's just get that piece stuck down. I've put some red liner tape on the back of here, just the really thin one, because obviously I don't want the tape to show through the apertures on the front. So we're going to pop this one to cover those windows at the back. So just don't stick just yet. Just get that in place and hide it behind the back there so that it's covering the windows, and we've now got those sealed. Okay. And then in the set, you also get those gorgeous sort of tree elements. So what I've done is I've cut those out of some slightly lighter cardstock there.
Yeah.
You can see what they look like cut. And then I've put them through the sticky machine so that we can actually lay these back into the aperture. So we're going to pop these back in the middle onto the acetate to actually fill that aperture there. So we've got one, whoops, preferably straight, Jan. Do you know, I have issues with things not being straight. Here we go. Just pull that down at this side and then into the corner. There we go. And then I've done the same again at this side, and we're going to pop this one in just here.
This is brilliant. I'm so glad that you chose this one from the collection as well.
Do you know, I have a thing about the deers and the stags.
Yeah.
I just think make really nice looking cards.
They're so popular. I don't know if they've been like popular, you know, for ages, but it seems that over the last 6 months, deers and stags seem to be really popular in craft.
Yeah. And all year round as well.
Yeah.
And as I say, great for the sort of masculine cards. So I've just used my stamping card to make a nice skinny card with the fold at the top. All right, and then I'm using a matte and layer, and this is from, I think it was the staycation stamp pad that this was in. So it just gives you that sort of feeling that there's the background going on in there. So we're going to put that one on the front there. Just pop a little bit of the Kalal on there to get that on the front of the card. And this is going to be what we see when we look through those windows. Now, I haven't actually made it as a shaker card, but you could just as easily put your foam tape on here and have some shaker pieces behind here. So again, you know, you can use foam tape on there if you wish. I'm literally just going to go with my glue today. Now we've got acetate behind here, so I think I'm actually just going to run a little bit of red line tape again, because obviously the solvent glue on the acetate is, it will dry eventually, but obviously in the studio we need something that's going to give us a better adhesion straight away. So if I just run a couple of pieces of this along the back of the acetate, and then we can stick that to the front.
I think almost as well with this, the kind of makeup of this could be, if you did another section, you could make it into a little, like a little box for the, not a box, but like a little tea light holder, couldn't you, as well?
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
So when we pop this over the top now, we've just got a little bit of the black showing round the outside, and then just a few of those trees actually showing through the middle. Now I haven't put a sentiment on this one because I was just literally working with the silhouette dies. So you could have the dear friend on there, but just to show you the different ways of using the elements in there. So we've used that tree set just to make the windows at the side. We used the square with the deer to actually make the middle aperture here. And the one that I think we're pretty much, I'd just put this one on foam pads, the one that I'd done at home is just raised slightly here. And again, you've got that gorgeous sort of, it's almost like building a scene there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I think very masculine as well. So yeah, deer silhouettes.
I absolutely love it. I mean, who is it who's just said this? Dawn on YouTube. Jan, you always bring it to the table. Fabulous idea for the card. Love it. Jan has, pulled it out of the bag over the last 2 days. Crafter of the week. And if you missed the show earlier on, by the way, with the rose garden and the flower forming, go back and watch that show, because the card which won that show was amazing. And already, I mean, that deer card, that's got to be demo of the show, isn't it? It's got to be. If you love the Gemini silhouette animal dies, let me show you. I'll show you all 4 of them that you're going to be able to get together. Now, you've obviously got the deer that we have just seen. Now, I know that is not a deer, Erin. That is definitely a butterfly. Yes, I know that. So the butterfly again comes with your beautiful aperture, and I love the fact that you get kind of more layered detailing here as well. So all these gorgeous swirls, many little butterflies, and just for you are the little sentiments that you get with it. Then there's the deer. There he is. That's definitely a deer there. And I think you'll find that those trees are silver birch trees as well. I found that out the other day. It might have been from Jan, actually. So yes, those are included. And again, if you want to be able to recreate that gorgeous card that you've just seen, there it is, Dear Friend. I love the little star and the moon that you get included as well. By the way, if you want to go individually, bottom of your screen, details of these on their own, $12.99 or $14.95, or any 2 for $22 or $28. There's the little rabbit, who is very, very cute indeed. Once again, there's your circle aperture. All of the detailing here as well, and then you've got more foliage and happy birthday or your sentiment dies, and then you're also going to get a little butterfly for some reason. Don't we have a board for the butterfly, but if I just take it off here for you. Sorry, the bee. Dear, there's me going, I know my animals. That's definitely a bee. The bee, yes, was the one which wasn't available on HSN, so it might be the bee, the one that you don't have within your collection. So if you want to go for the bee individually, $12.99 as I said, or 2 for $22 or 2 for $28, or get the lot for £41 or $47.50. Right. If you are brand new to us and you are wanting to learn more about the little club that we have here at Crafters Companion, here is a little video which will explain how you shop and how you get those points.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Hopefully that is all explained for you, nice and simple. Loads of lovely comments coming in, by the way. Loads of you love the silhouette animals. Just a brilliant collection. Love the background pieces, says Molly Hannah on YouTube. Really makes the card, like the hexagons on the bee. Mary Pat saying, didn't think I needed these dies, but the use on slimline cards changes everything for me. And Heidi Hess on Facebook saying, stag card is beautiful. Karen on Facebook saying, Jan, you're making such beautiful creations today. You are so inspiring and I can't wait to see what else you're doing. And here we go. Like, you can't vote I mean, you can vote, I suppose, but you could vote now if you wanted. But Molly is saying, demo of the day, no, demo of the week, referring to the deer card. I mean, it's going to be a tough one to beat, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Mary Rounds on YouTube just saying, that would be great for men. Awesome job, Jan. Maureen saying, lovely card, Jan. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great collection, it really is. Grab it whilst it's here. Now, also, talking of great collections, now I can never get this one, the layerable, cuttable sentiments are also brilliant. Basically, what these are die sets to allow you to create some really cool sentiments for your cards. But what you get is a little background die with each of them to build the sentiments onto. And it's so clever. So this one, for example, home is where the heart is. You've got all of the individual dies to build up that kind of focal point. And again, what I love about this one, particularly within this set, is it's great for home decor pieces, great for your card projects as well, but there's loads of them within here. Thanks a bunch. So once again, you've got the die to be able to cut out the background, and then you've got all of the other different embellishments to be able to create the thanks a bunch sentiment to go on your card. And of course, the great thing is, you know, whoever it is, you can change the colours of the cardstock you use depending on who that particular person is. It's your birthday, once again. There's your base die, and then you build it up. I love that you've got the little crown on the eye and the little heart there. It's a little heart-shaped balloon with the little string on the balloon twirling through the yours and birthday, which is really cute. Then you're going to get just for you, all on the back of that gorgeous little present. Also included, hip hip, hooray! That is great, isn't it? And you've got your little glass of fizz, whatever it might be in there. And then also little kind of bits and pieces with the little bubbles popping out of the glass included as well. This is a day to remember. Again, super versatile sentiments as well, for the fact that that could be for anything really, couldn't it? It could be a birthday, it could be, I don't know, a retirement, it could be anything really, but you've got plenty to be working with that one. This one, you make my heart happy. Oh, again, just because if you want to send somebody a card to tell them how much you love them, that is perfect. Base die there. Once again, and then you build up with all the other dies that you got to create your gorgeous sentiment. There's family. Again, another one I think which would fit quite perfectly in some home decor. You know, like in a picture frame, that would look lovely. Wow, we're still going. This is how big this bundle is. Let's party! That's really cool because you've got the little balloons to build up on there as well, and the little hat that goes on the L. Are we back to the start? Yeah, there we are. So all of those included. That's mammoth, and you're thinking for 60 quid, that's decent. Gets even better. You're also going to get your matte cardstock, your everyday brights. Take a look at all of the gorgeous cardstock you're going to get in here. So you've got your blacks and your whites, your kind of core colours, but then we're just kind of going through the rainbow here, all the colours of the rainbow, which is absolutely stunning. I think the colours that you've got in here lend themselves perfectly to the majority of the sentiments that you've got in there, which are quite fun, which are quite funky. And there's 50 sheets within that. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 5 of each, 10 different colours. So that's your deal for 60 quid or $75, which I think is brilliant, saving $31.90 or $39.50 today. If you want to go for individuals, you can do. The paper pad on its own is available individually. That is $19.99 or $24.95. Or if you just want to cherry pick the dies, you can go 3 for $19 or 3 for $23. So again, it's the case of like giving everybody the choice, giving everybody something for their budget. So, you know, kind of choose which ones you want to go for. However, if you love them all, that is the bundle for £60 or $75. Do not miss out. We're almost halfway through the show. If you have just joined us, welcome to Monday Makers. We've been concentrating on the silhouette animal dies. We've also been looking at those amazing stacked easels, but we're going to be looking at these layerable, cuttable sentiment dies. Anything that you've worked with recently on this show that you'd like to show us finished samples of, we would love to see. You can get in touch with the studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk, and of course, keep commenting on the socials, on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Joe Holzer on YouTube, good work. The animal silhouette dies just fell into my basket. They are a brilliant buy, honestly. Diane saying, the thing about Jan's makes is they're outside the norm. So different, but so amazing. It's true. Robbie saying, love the stag silhouette card, Jan. You have made great things all morning long. Not just all morning long, for the last 2 days, Jan has been smashing it out of the crafty building. You're through to boot camp, Jan. Brilliant. And Marilyn on YouTube says, I wish I could set my YouTube to just save all Jan's demos. It's a given. We must save all of Jan's shows, says Marilyn. Well, you can create your own little playlist, can't you?
Yeah.
And you can just save
them.
Jan's shows.
Bookmark them.
Yeah, you could go make your own little playlist. Jan is the best, and then just save them all in there. Absolutely, you should definitely do that. They are great shows. When Jan's in town, guaranteed you're going to get some great demos and some amazing finished projects. That puts the pressure on as Jan gets ready to show you something else with these layerable cuttable. I always struggle to say it. Layerable cuttable sentiment dies, and it looks like you're going for your birthday one.
Yes, it's your birthday we're going to go for. But no, just before that, thank you for all the lovely comments, guys. It does make a big difference. It's nice to know that it's all appreciated. But just going back to that, sort of Jan goes outside the norm. That describes me perfectly. I've never conformed to normal. So just outside the norm is probably just about where I live.
Where do you live? Just outside the norm.
Crafting table, yeah. So we're going to go with It's Your Birthday. So you've got the background plaque, you've got the wording, and then you've got the little embellishments in there as well. So when we have a look at the actual metal in there, you can see you've got that lovely plaque, which is going to go on our red there. We're going to put the red background. So I'm just going to stick these down and pop these through the Gemini. So again, we want that one on there. And then I'm going to cut the lettering, which the plaque is actually all, it's got it all joined together, so you don't have to worry about thinking about where the letters are and everything on this one. So that's going to go onto the white. And then I want to cut the little crown in the yellow. So again, we're going to use all the pieces and pop that one on just on there. And then I've got a slightly lighter, almost orange one to cut the balloon. And you even get the little tiny string that's literally going to be, the part of the balloon. So again, we'll get all those on there. I'm just looking to see whether we can fit those. Will we fit them all on there? Let's have a look. Bit of a jigsaw puzzle, but they are only sort of pieces.
I like the fact you get a little crown and a balloon with it, though. It's all I ever wanted at my birthday parties. Little crown to wear.
Oh. To go with your armour.
Huh?
To go with your suit of armour.
To go with my suit of armour.
I think we might just make that on there, yeah?
My waxing kit. Waxing as in the waxing kit that we had on the earlier show, not as in waxing.
That's a whole other ballgame.
No, thank you very much. No, that's something I've never tried and never want to try. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, dear.
Ouchie. No, I can't imagine how painful that must be.
Honestly, now I've got images that I don't want to.
Oh, no, you don't get it out. Delete, Jan. Delete.
Too much information.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, dear. Right, let's get rid of the waste there. And I'm just going to stick these straight back onto my carrier sheet so that I don't lose the dies there. So we've got the little balloon going on there. You can see these on the packaging now. That one can go on there. We've got the string there as well. Oops, I need to get the string out. So again, you've got your little release hole just in there, look, and just how you could never cut that by hand, look.
No, not a chance.
Look how fine that is. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Just to finish off the design. Then we've got the wording there, which I'm just going to leave in the die for a second so that I don't lose that. Get rid of that one. And then we've got that lovely matten layer. Okay, so let's just pop that one back on there. Okie dokes, get rid of the bits. And then if I bring in the ones that I've literally done exactly the same as that, but again, I've run them through the sticky machine again. Honestly, it comes in handy. I know that we never have it, we'd never keep it in stock, but if you have got one, it's perfect for this kind of thing. So you can see I've got you can just see just about pick up there that we've got the wording on there.
Yes.
So I'm going to use that one because it's already sticky. Just lift it off there carefully, and then we're going to pop this into place on here. So use my tweezers and just hover over the section here, and it goes towards the bottom, and then there's enough room on the mat just to leave a little border around the whole area. So just literally tease it all into place. I tend to use my tweezers because My fingers are too big, they get in the way.
Do you know what I like about this though is that I imagine it's, you know, because you've got the base for each one of the sentiments, it's easy just like putting a little crafty jigsaw together, isn't it? Almost?
Yeah, yeah. So
Makes it
then
nice
you've
and
got the
easy.
balloon up in the corner there.
Yeah.
It would have made sense to put the little, I'm not going to lift it up now, but the string would
the
have been
string
better
through first.
underneath. Yeah, I should have put that on first, but we'll just pop it on just to give an idea. So again, that's going to be the balloon. Okay, and then we've got that little crown, and again you can see that there, look, and it just fits together lovely. It really does. They're so cute to have a play with. And again, you know, in true fashion, we've got one that's got the string at the back.
Yeah.
Eric, my producer says she quite likes it on the front there, but we've got one that's got it at the back there. And
Yes.
again,
it's your nemesis.
Here we go again, honestly. Look.
And I think Craig's gone home for the day now, so he
No,
won't
we're
come
all
running
right.
down
As
the
I say, I
corridor to
gave him
peel
a
them
good
off.
talking to before the show, look. We're not so bad. I don't know what it was with those ones yesterday, honestly. I think they've been in my bag for a long time, actually. I think that was part of the problem.
Almost past their expiry dates.
Maybe, yes. Used by.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I've just got a white one there that I'm going to use as a background there. So we're going to pop that straight over the top to give it a little bit of dimension. So that's going to be my main feature, my topper. And then what I've done is I've got sort of a box to go together again. We're going to put this on top of a box. So just a quick pop the mats and layers on. And again, I've just used some of the red to match the mat on the wording. And then some just paper from one of the paper pads that I had out. But again, whatever designs you want to do. And then we've got some to go round the sides. So we've got the short ones to go on each end. And then the same on this end. So that's that one. And then I've got two other longer lengths to go down either side. So again, we're going to pop one of those. And again, like I said earlier, I do prefer to decorate my boxes while they're still flat. Certainly the mats and layers, I just find it easier while everything's flat. But there's no hard and fast rule that you have to do that.
I think it makes it easier though, doesn't it? Because you have a
Yeah,
chance
you've
of,
just got a flat surface to work against
Yeah.
instead of something that's going to dip if it's, you know, if it's made up. And then literally, I've put my tape on here. You could use your tape pens. You can use the wet glue. You'll get a really good bond with wet glue. But when we're demoing, I just want something that's literally going to adhere straight away. So again, just fold those corners in at a 90-degree angle. This is why you're better off waiting things for to dry, look. So that one on there, and then we've got one at that side, one at that side, and then the fourth one. So this is going to be the lid to the box. Whoops, there we go. Just keep those papers in place because I've got my collal, I can just wiggle them back into place there. And then again, I've put the base, I've made the base a wee bit deeper and used the red cardstock on the base. So we've got that little box there, and then we're going to use this one just as the actual detail on top. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue on top of there and pop this one just as a feature on top. And again, you know, we were talking about buying boxes earlier and how, you know, they're not the right size, they're not the right colour, they're too expensive, you know, whatever. You can make these to whatever size you wish. Pop a little bit of tissue inside there. Any of the sentiments would work on top of one of the boxes, you know, and it's just, again, just a nice little way of presenting your gift or your card or whatever it is you want to pop inside there.
Absolutely brilliant is that, and I'm just being made aware that currently, is it on Facebook or YouTube, Erin? Over on YouTube, do you know I've been writing crafty songs, and we've got the Copacabana parody, Copacabana parody coming up. There's apparently a song being written about you currently, Jan.
Oh.
To the music of Candyman. Who can use the best? Who can use the best eyes? Crafty Jan can.
Oh, right.
The Crafty Jan can. Oh, I love you guys
dear.
so much. I'll see if I can
Am I
find...
going to be a YouTube sensation?
Well, I'll get it recorded, Jan. I'll get it recorded.
Oh my
Add
goodness
it to the
me.
Crafty album, and we're gonna be Christmas #1
I
before
dread
you know
to
it.
think. As long as I don't need to make any cameo appearances, we're okay.
Right. Yeah. Somebody dancing in the background or
Oh,
something.
I don't think I could dance at the minute. Oh, crikey.
Let us recap on the full collection that you've got here. It is absolutely brilliant. So all of these are just so easy to put together because the fact is you've got the base die and then you kind of build just on top of it. So home is where the heart is your first one. And the fact that you've got the base die is that little house, which is so cool. Then you've got Thanks a Bunch with the gorgeous florals. Then you've got It's Your Birthday, as we've just seen there. So you've got your little crown and your little balloon, your little heart balloon, and then you can just flick the little string through the It's Your Birthday. Just for you, with your little present there. Then you've got your Hip Hip Hooray, something for each and every occasion with this as well, which I really like. Your Day to Remember, which I suppose is universal on many fronts, and You Make My Heart Happy. We keep going because there's the family, and again, a lot of these, as you can see, are great for kind of doing home decor pieces with as well. Let's Party! With the hat and the balloons, and then we are back to Home is Where the Heart is. But don't forget, if you're going for the full bundle, you do get the paper pad included as well, which is great. 50 sheets you're going to get, 10 different colours, 5 of each within the collection. Your blacks and your whites, then all of these glorious colours as we go through. £60, $75. If you want to go for the collection on its own, the paper pad on its own, that is available for $19.99 or $24.95. But if you want to go for all of it, it's right there for you. The dies, any 3 for $19 or $23. So you can make up your own little bundle. You can just go for the paper pad, or if you love it all, go for the full collection for £60 or $75 today. Now, if it's adhesive you're after, then we've got a really great bundle with pretty much every adhesive for every situation here, because within this little collection, you've got your all-purpose glue and your tacky glue. You've then also got your 3D chunky glue. If you're Debbie Robinson, it's actually your 3D glue, isn't it? Not chunky, but she calls it chunky glue. And you even get with this your little applicator in there too to be able to dispense your glue, which is rather super duper handy. And then you've got your tape pen. So you've got your Dotty tape pen. That's what I've been using recently with the crafting that I've been doing with my my Daisy. Super handy. She was marvelling at the fact that, do you know what, when you pop this onto sort of your more intricate die cuts, that it doesn't get everywhere. She couldn't believe how clever it is. Super clever. Super sticky. 22 metres or 72 feet per roll. And then you've also got your glue tape pen included as well. So as I said, pretty much something for every occasion. $17.50, $29, and that is the saving you're making today, 20% on that collection. And then if you're buying loads of dies today, which we know loads of you are, you might need somewhere to put them, and this is super handy because we've got your storage. How cool is this? So you've got your ring binder down the middle there, and the great thing about this is you're going to get with it 2 packs of your magnetic panels, so 3 sheets within each pack, so 6 of these. And the great thing is they're already pre-punched, so you can pop them straight into your little folder like a shoe. And it's a great way, I think, particularly for your smaller dies that you get, because I can imagine that those perhaps can go missing a little easier than the big ones, so you can pop them all on there. 6 sheets you're going to get, as I've said, but then there's storage for more in here. Your little elasticated pockets here for your pens, or maybe glitter pots, whatever it might be, but plenty of room in there. Nice that we've got this in company colours, and also it is a super sturdy bit of kit is this as well. Love the fact that it's all sort of riveted around the handle. You've got your little tag there too, so you know if you've got particular collections that you want to keep in each storage pack, then you can do it and label those up. $19.98, 2 packs of the magnetic panels with your folder, or $21.94 I should say, saving over 15% on that deal. Right, let's go back to where we started a little bit earlier on. Lots of people loving that last box, by the way. Mary Pat saying, what a cute box. Patricia, adorable box. Perfect box for a gift, says Aisha. Where's this song? I need the lyrics from this song, please. Who started writing Jan's song, did you say? Dawn started it and Joy had a verse. I need to see it, please, because it sounds great. And I want to record it when I go home later on. Right, I love the fact that you guys are joining in, writing your own songs now about all the crafters. By the way, the Copacabana one that we're doing features Sarah and also Debbie Robinson. I'm going to write the third verse on that. I haven't quite decided who's going to go in it yet, but it's coming along very nicely. Thank you to Astrid for writing the first verse on that one about Sarah, which was very good. Right, enough about songs, more about craft, and more about this. The Stacked Easel Card Die Collection. Such a super versatile kit, actually. And a few people have been saying, do you know what, they're sort of just buying this as well, just for the fact that these are great, you know, for sort of your nesting dies as well. A few people say they literally bought them for that purpose. But actually, the reason you're going to be getting these back is so you can make these stacked easel cards, because they're really different, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? And what I love about this is the fact that it's, you know, triple easel cards made easy easels. That's what these should have been called, the easy easels. You've got all the dies to be able to create your mats and layers, and then also the dies to be able to cut out the actual easels themselves. And then I love the fact that you've got extra dies to be able to use for your stoppers. You only need, as Jan was explaining earlier on, the one stopper on the final mini card, because the other two, well, the other card in the middle acts as a stopper for the big one. You've got love as your sentiment there. That's your hearts. This one is your ornate frame. Once again, the 3 different sizes to be able to create those gorgeous stacked easels. And I always said, you know, if you just want to make like different size easel cards, you can. Little mini ones, absolutely brilliant. This is the Hexagon collection that we saw a little bit earlier on with Jan's first demo this afternoon. That one there is your easel circles. Once again, you've got the little embellishment dies to be able to decorate these up as well. There's your little hello, and even the little dies to be able to create the stoppers should you want to do that. There's that gorgeous flower. Some really interesting shapes here as well, haven't we? The winner for me though in this collection is this one, the books. I think that is gorgeous, and that's the final of the dies within this collection. However, it's not the final of what you get within this collection, because you also get 2 paper pads as well. This one is your full blooms. So more of your sort of blues and greys, I suppose, as well, and sort of peaches in here. The colours are fantastic, and as always, the colours and patterns match up perfectly. You can see that you've got some foiling on the paper pads as well. Magnificent. That runs right throughout, and once again, look at that, plenty of snippability in that particular design. You've got polka dots and more foliage and florals here. Look at this one with the foiling of the rose in the background there. Absolutely amazing. And of course, as we go through here, do you want me to show you again? Within each of the paper pads, you will get at the back, look at that, for blingtastic. Boom. Within each of the paper pads, you have got 4 pages of die cuts to go in there too. Yeesh. What are you guys making me do? Serious. That was my concentration face, like that. So in the back of them, 4 pages of your die cuts as well. You guys wanted to see it. I did it for you. I did it for you. And as you can see, what I love about that particular page there, a lot of the elements actually mirror the shapes that you've got within your dies yourself. You've got bouquets and birdies there too, and then loads of your little sentiment tags, foiled sentiment tags, may I add, as well included. That is your full blooms.
Oh, my heart skipped a beat then. Stay.
And then, this is tense, isn't it? This
is
is tense TV. And then I'll flick through your quintessentially English because it's just easier than showing you the other pad. So at the back, you've got, again, all of your dies, your sort of toppers cut out, you've got your sentiments cut out, and loads of beautiful embellishments with flowers and butterflies, even little watering cans there too. And then once again, a page full of some of the shapes that you've got within your dies. And then take a look through the papers that you're going to get. Beautiful foiling, beautiful pinks and greens. I mean, look at that with the kind of spotty foil that you've going on there. I mean, more florals. These are just absolutely gorgeous. You can understand why Jan loves these. You can understand why Christine Mahoney has got about 7 of each. And you can understand why lots of people are searching these out individually too. If you want to go for the full collection for £100 and $120, you can do, but then you can add more of the paper pads in should you want to do that. I potentially recommend doing that because actually you will run out of this eventually. You know, your dies you will have forever as long as you look after them, but the paper pads will go because that is your consumable. But grab more if you can. The full collection is now at 80% of the stock gone. So get in swiftly before it all disappears. We've got 45 minutes left, which is unbelievable. The afternoon is flying by. Lots of love for that last demo coming in. Dawn on YouTube saying, looking forward to seeing what Ben does with the crafty Jan Can song. Such a catchy tune. It'll be fun. Oh, okay. I've got an email apparently, which is with some of the lyrics coming in. So was it Dawn Nordstrom who started it off, correct? Dawn. Okay, Dawn. I'll have a look. I'll give you, when I've made the millions from it, I'll give you some writing credits, of course, as well, you know, when I've recorded it and gone on top of the pops and stuff. No, thank you for that. I'll have a look later on. Really looking forward to seeing it. Right, let us get back to some demos because we need to look more at these triple easel dies, or the stacked easels, should we say. And let's go right back. So for people who have just tuned in and they're looking at these and going, oh, well, I couldn't do those. It's super simple, isn't it, Jan? It
is, and I'm going to literally take it right back to the beginning again, because I know not everybody can tune in straight away when we go on air. So just for the benefit of people that weren't watching earlier, I am literally going to go right back to the beginning. And we're going to use the triple easel books this time. All right, so I managed to pick a lot of your favourites without even realising today, Ben.
Oh, you've done it, yes.
I've got the books, yes.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, we did. I didn't know. It was, yeah. So again, the same idea. We've got those layers, you know, the equivalent of the nesting layers there going on. We've got the 4U on the sentiment this time, and then the little tiny book which we're going to use as the stopper at the end there. So like we said before, each pack comes with a set of instructions. So if you're a person that likes photographs and written instruction, you've got it there to keep. I tend to keep these in the back of the pack so that I know where they are, and it talks you through how to put them together. If you prefer to watch us demoing, then you know you've always got access to us. You can these videos are all archived, so that you can literally go back to them. We were talking earlier about, you know, you can save the videos, make playlists. If there's certain demos that you want to watch, you know, that you want to go back for, instead of scrolling through all the time. So what we're going to do is take it right back to the beginning, and you actually get a series of dies. I'm going to take the largest one, and then I'm going to miss one because that's going to be my matten layer. Then I'm going to take the next one, which is die number 3, and then miss one for the matten layer, and then take the 5th one, which is going to be the 3rd piece, and then I've got the little one left for the matten layer. So essentially you've got 6 layers of nesting dies. You're going to use the alternates for the first 3, and then the ones that are left are going to make your mats and layers. So again, I'm just working on the plain cardstock again. We'll bring the Gemini plate in, and what I've done is just taken a piece of card, score it in the centre, and fold it across. We'll just make sure that that folds in there nice and neat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the book and let me just think. Yeah, I'm going to use it that way up so the pages dip in at the top. So again, if I place this on my 2 layers of cardstock, it's going to cut through both those layers, and I want them to stay together. So the trick is to just take your die and actually hang it over the edge so that there's enough die going over that it's not going to cut all the way through the actual fold. And if I show you here at the back, can you see how I've got some of my die stuck out there? So the cutting edges on this part of the die are not going to come in contact with the card, which means that those folds there are going to stay intact. So that's my large one, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with the other 2, and we're going to cut those pieces out. And the Gemini will go straight through the 2 layers without any problem. If you have, if you're not using a Gemini and you're finding it hard to cut the layers all together, you can always pop the metal shim in if you want that little bit of extra pressure there. Just hang that one over there. And again, we're going to cut these out and show you the actual method behind it. So I've gone back to that big platform again, just so that I can cut them all together. But if you were using the Junior, even the largest one of those fits comfortably on the Junior plate. This is just allowing me, again, for a little bit of speed, to pop them through all in one pass.
Do they go through the mini? Do they go through the minis?
Pardon?
Will they go through the mini as well?
The largest one's a wee bit big for the mini,
Okay.
yes. Some of the embellishments and things would go through the mini, but the largest one in the set is wider than the 3 inches on the mini, so not on that one. So again, we're going to pass that through our Gemini. Just move those to one side.
Tell you what, I don't know if you've got your own little fan club going, the Jan clan, but there's loads of lovely messages coming in today, Jan. C. Turner saying, can't say it enough, Jan is brilliant, absolutely brilliant teacher. I always learn something new when Jan is on. Jean saying, Jan is so thorough, she doesn't waste time or energy. I always learn from her. Thank you for going back to the beginning. And Patricia saying, thank you, Jan, for going back to the beginning. Jan's clan, because we've got Ben's brigade, haven't we?
Ben's
I even made
brigade
that up,
and
you guys
Jan's clan.
did. Jan's clan. I quite like that, yeah. But she is brilliant. As I say, the fact that everything is so thorough and the fact that we've been able to go back to the beginning here as well and using my favourite dies from the collection.
Just for you.
Just
As
for
I say,
me.
I'm always aware that not everybody can join us right
No.
at the top of the show, you know, if it clashes with something or if you're getting home from work or something like that. So, you know, I'm not going to sort of take it for granted that everybody saw that first demo. And I mean, I've sort of spent a lot of time teaching in the past, and I think that's where this comes from now. So, you know, as I say, thank you for the comments, but I just love being able to bring this to you. So again, when we open this up, you can see that we've got that fold intact, and you might think, well, you've chopped the top of the shape off there, Jan. It's got a flat edge, but we're not actually going to see that. This is going to become the back of the card, because what we're going to do is we're going to fold that centerpiece again down to the front, and I'm just going to take it to where the join is. And I would recommend that you use your scoreboard to actually put a score line in here when you're doing this at home. But we want to actually create that little sort of shape that we're more familiar with of an easel card. So again, I've got the ones prepared that I've got a mat and layer, and you can see I've done exactly the same. All right, we've put the line in and folded them, and I've got my mat in the bottom. And for the mat, the dies that were left on the sheet, we're going to take the next ones down in size now, and these are just the perfect size then to actually cut your mats and layers in your whatever you choose, your cardstock, your papers, whatever you're going to pop on there. So each one has got a corresponding die to cut the mats. So if I bring these 3 in that we've prepped and just get those at the ready. So I've gone for a piece of paper from the pad on that one. I've got a little bit of Centura pearl on that one, and I love this dotty one. And the pad with the blues in has got gold foiling in it.
Yeah.
And the pad with the pinks in has got silver foiling in it. So you've got a bit of everything going on there. It's a really nice sort of bundle.
That foiled spot though is gorgeous, isn't it? Like
I
you
love
just
it.
said.
Yeah, absolutely. Just looks really rich, doesn't it? So then what we're going to do is we're going to use those same dies that we cut the first pieces with. So I've got those 3 that we started off with, which was die number 1, 3 and 5. And I'm going to cut another single piece. So 1 for the large card, 1 for the medium card, and 1 for the small card. And these are going to become the fronts of my little easel, like so. And then the dies that were left, so we've got dies 2, 4 and 6 that were left in the pack, are just the right size to make your mats and layers to literally fit on the front. So we're literally going to pop some glue and stick those down. In fact, I'll use my tape pen. I keep going for the glue, but it's wiggling around and I need to be able to stick things together. So we'll put the tape pen on the back of this one so that it's stuck straight down. But I just love the fact that this, you know, it's all been done, it's all been thought through, you've got everything measured, you know that those mats and layers are going to fit together perfectly. So that's my second one, little bit of glue on that one. And then again, I've got the curves at the top and the point towards the bottom. And then we've got that little one at the end there.
This would be a nice collection as well for Mother's Day. Producer Erin's just gone, is Mother's Day soon? And I'm thinking, yeah, I know it is soon, but
Guess
not
where I'm
exactly.
going for Mother's Day?
Where are you going?
Where am I going for Mother's Day?
Do I know the answer to this? Oh, you're here.
I'm here, yes, to spend it with you guys.
When is it? 14th of March?
14th of March.
So that's like, is that 2 weeks on Sunday? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yes.
2 weeks Sunday. Wow. Oh, hang on a minute. It's George's birthday on Mother's Day. George, are you here as well?
Oh.
Oh, he's got holiday booked for his birthday. That would have been nice. Jan's here on Mother's Day.
Yes,
George
I'm
on his
here. So
birthday.
yes, I'll be wanting lots of love because I'll have to leave my beloved girlies at home on Mother's Day. But
yeah, but you'll have lots
I
of nice
don't
stuff to go
mind.
back to.
They're grown-ups now. They'll manage.
I just find with Mother's Day, obviously I have to remember for obviously my mum to send her stuff, but then obviously I have to then remember for my kids as well. You know, for
Of course.
my wife, their mum. So it's all pressure. The pressure is on. I feel as well, and I know it's not a competition, but I do feel that I go to town a little bit more on Mother's Day than my wife does for me on Father's Day. And I know it's not a competition.
That's because traditionally I think guys are harder to buy for than what girls are. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it.
Is that true though? Is that really?
I think so, yeah. If my husband's anything to go by, he is the worst to buy for. Never knows what he wants.
Do you know the other thing that happens in my household? And I'm sure this is right. So when I buy for my kids for their mum on Mother's Day, I don't, it comes out of my pocket. I'm pretty sure that when my wife buys Father's Day presents for me from my kids, she takes it out of their account. They're only 9 and 12.
Oh, bless them.
Just teaching them the value of money. No, you're not. You're tight. It's a true story. True story.
Right, so what I'm doing then, just on that front section that we've folded, I know, we need a little bit of adhesive on the front of here. So again, with the tape pen, I'm literally going to pop this on the front. So we've got that middle one there. I know Erin's just saying in my ear that Mother's Day, and I have noticed this actually on social media, that in America that they celebrate on a different day, don't they?
Is Father's Day a thing in the US as well then? So Mother's Day's a different dates, but was Father's Day the same date as the Father's Day that we have here in the UK, which I think is always in June, isn't it? End of June, Father's
usually
Day.
around about the third Sunday, I think, in June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
June 20th.
I think that's probably the same
probably
then,
about
isn't
the
it?
same, yeah.
So you can see now we've got I just love these, the gorgeous little easels. Look, we've got the fronts on there, but of course they're very, very floppy. We need something to stop them collapsing. So we're going to work on that next. Now the one that I did earlier, if I bring this one in that we made at the top of the show, we actually popped these all in a line as if they were queuing, and each one has acted as a stopper for the one behind it. So that's what's holding them up, okay? So you can see there, if I just spin this round, if I bring this flat, this one tucks behind the first one, the second one tucks behind the little one, and then the little one's got a stopper on the front. So you can see the construction there behind it.
Yeah.
We're going to go a little bit different on this one because, of course, you can put them together however you want. So this one, I'm actually going to stagger. So we're going to bring one to one side and then we're going to come back in again so that we've got a little bit of a different arrangement going on there. So because this one's coming out to the side, I just need a little bit of glue on that bottom there, and then decide how far you want it to come back. And then I'm going to stick this one, let's move this out of the way, stick this one on the base there. So I've just brought it out to the side. So this one's now going to stop that one. Oops, when we get them stood up. Yep. And then I'm literally going to come back across again with this one. So again, I'm going to open the middle one, pop a little bit of glue on this side, and then I want to bring this one over and bring it back this way again. Okay, and then we've got lots. I'll just leave that flat for a second to talk you through the decoration. So the centerpiece there, we've got the piece on its own, again, cuts in, so there's no external cutting edge. So this would cut into your cardstock, but with that smallest die there with it, to give it a cutting edge, we're going to get this gorgeous little piece, which is still in the shape of the book.
Yeah.
So again, you can use it to decorate one of the pages, or you can add it in at a different place. We're actually going to pop it on one of the bases, and I'm just going to swap to my dotty tape pen. Anywhere that you've got any open parts on your dies, that dotty tape pen is going to be your friend, and it is built with magic because there are no dots on my map there. It's just gone on the actual kit there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this bit, I'm going to put this bit in the middle of the centre one there. Okay, so we've got that one there. And then I've taken some elements again from those paper pads. So just popped a few of the pieces out. So we've got a little bow, I've got some flowers, I've got a little heart there.
Yeah.
Or just lots of little bits and pieces out of the paper pad.
From
and then I've also cut the 4U, which also comes with your die. So let me just show you, whoops, pop that one back on there. In here we've got the mat and the actual writing again. So I've cut the mats out in the pale pink and stayed with the gold for the lettering there. So we've got the 4U.
Brilliant.
All right, so literally I'm just going to decorate it up now. So the first thing we need at the front, I'm going to dare to go back to my foam pads. I'm just giving you a talking to now that they're going to behave. Yes, I've given them a talking to because I need that front one there. Yes, it was listening.
Just about.
Just about. It tried to resist.
Not at Craig's speed, but
no, I don't think I shall ever. I could sit and practice all day and I don't think I could take them off as fast as Craig does. But yeah, just that front one, I'm going to use the heart as the stopper for that front one. You do need something at the front there that's actually going to stop. Okay, and then we've got the back one and we've got the one there. So
really
what we're
lovely.
going to do then is just literally with a little bit of glue, I'm just going to use some of these to decorate up. Let me just move this way a wee bit so that you can see. That's it.
Judy's just saying, hi Dan and Ben, glad you're demoing the books easel dies. As a former librarian, they are one of my favourites.
They are cute, aren't they?
Yeah. The old, what's the old system called in the library? The Dewey Decimal System.
Yes.
I was a librarian at school for about a year, actually, Judy, and I didn't do much as far as helping out in the library was concerned. But at the time, they were. No, I didn't do much. I basically became a librarian because our school, you used to get loads of badges to go on your blazer, and so I had badges for bits and pieces. Like I was badges for sort of sports and stuff and music and things like that. And you could get a badge for a librarian. So I just joined as a librarian so I could get the badge. And then they realised after a while that I was never actually helping out as a librarian. So my
badge said prefect.
Did it?
Yeah, they must have known back then that I was going to be sort of an organiser and everything, didn't they?
Were you one of those?
I was a prefect.
Were you one of those prefects that would like you'd see the lunch queue and then you'd cut in and you'd be oh what are you doing? Like, prefect's privilege. Was that you, Jan? Prefect's privilege.
Yeah, it was supposedly sort of like being a role model, and also sort of keeping a check for you know, if there was anything not quite right, if you'd got sort of newcomers to the school, you'd look after them and just give them a helping hand finding things, you know. Yeah,
you were kind of like the eyes and ears for the teachers, weren't you? The next step down from kind of head boy, head girl, you had your prefects who would, sort of monitor the playground, check to see everyone was happy and
just make everybody feel welcome. And if someone was lost, you know, show them where to get to where they were going and that kind of thing. As I say, I've been a role model really. So
you had to be quite a responsible, sort of upstanding member of the school to get the prefect's badge. That's why Jan got one.
Yeah, I wasn't on the outside of normal back then. I've sort of grown into that as I got older. But there we go, that's our little book easel. And as I say, just staggering it, I'll bring the other one back in that was the straight one. See if we can, whoops-a-daisy, my fan's blowing everything about. So you can see there that we've got the one that's in a straight line and then the staggered one. So however you want to put them together, you know, you could, let me put this behind because the fan's blowing it about. So again, you know, you might want to actually make a base for it, you know, make a card base and then just stick them on at a different angle. So play around with them, see what you can come up with. And you know, show us your photos.
Absolutely.
We'd love to see what you've been playing with. I've
Yeah.
seen so many photos on social media recently, Ben, that people are really enjoying. And I think maybe the times we're in, it's allowing people to craft at the minute.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm very aware of the fact that we're getting new people watching all the time, new crafters watching all the time as well. And kits like this just allow you to be able to craft like an absolute pro straight from the get-go. Keep the comments coming in as well. Maureen just saying, Maureen Hagger, gorgeous Jan, lovely for an Easter card. Yet these lend themselves to so many different times of the year, so many different occasions. And actually, when we have a look at some of the cards that you guys have been sending in as well, you know, we've been talking about Mother's Day, right? So Mother's Day here in March, Mother's Day in the US in May. These are great for that as well. Sandra has sent in a lovely, wow, this is, I'm having to come up close and have a little look at this. Wow, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that
lots
6?
there, aren't there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Building
6.
it up, that is stunning.
I absolutely love that. Thank you, Sandra. It's kind of like 6.
That is gorgeous. And I can see some of our butterfly alphabet in there as well.
Oh, yes.
Just peeking out, yes.
Yep,
so
on
again,
the
mixing and
numbers.
matching that stash. I love it.
And then we've got Emma, who again has gone for the sort of offset triple easel.
Oh, that navy and pink, that is a gorgeous combination.
Love that, Emma. And by the way,
Beautiful.
look at this next set from Lynn. Talking about Mother's Day, I love the black and gold.
Oh, that's a nice combination as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really luxurious.
Different
yeah,
colours
happy
for Mother's Day.
Yeah, using the butterflies on there. Do you know, there's some fabulous ideas out there. I love looking at other people's projects as well. It's all sort of really inspiring.
Absolutely. Oh, I like that. I've not seen that before. How did you do that, George? Do it again. Do it again. Just show the picture and do that again. I really enjoyed that. I've never seen that before. So, oh, look at that! Is that only a Monday Makers thing? Do it again.
Ooh!
It's like proper TV here and everything, isn't it? I love that. The areas has gone the little things. I've just never seen it before. That was so cool. No, it was that side, wasn't it? Right, back in the real world, Ben, let's have a look at the full collection for you then. As you said, if you want to break this down, we do have smaller bundles, but actually, if budget stretches today, go for it, because as you've seen, it's so easy to be able to put these stacked easels together. And actually, you've kind of got a different set for each and every occasion. Yeah, and actually, like Erin's saying, how amazed would somebody be to receive a card like this in the post? Because again, with the triple easels, as long as you're not kind of going too over the top with your sort of layers and bits and pieces on top, these will fold down perfectly for you to create just stunning cards. And as you've seen with Jan, even if you are fairly new to craft, then it's, hang on a minute, I've just got to relay something that's just been said in my ear. Erin just said that, hang on a minute, Liam, who you've met on Craig's wake-up call, made one of these, a stacked easel card, so that Erin could give it to her husband for Valentine's. You're not supposed to rely on other people. You're supposed to do that yourself, Erin. Yeah, but he was making his wife one, but that doesn't mean then he has to make one for your husband. Outrageous, that, isn't it? That is...
I think that's excellent
doesn't
use
know.
of your time, Erin. I really do.
He was very surprised, was Erin's husband. He thought it was a wonderful card. Oh, well, I'm not surprised. I bet he didn't know you were a crafter. Now he thinks you are. Well, the pressure's on for his birthday, then in Christmas. We'll be expecting Liam to make something amazing for him. Oh, Erin, is his birthday on Friday? Erin has just asked Jan to make him a card for
What about the
Friday.
stag one? The stag one?
You
we could
can't
just
have the stag one. That's going to be the demo of the show, isn't it?
I have a backup.
I tell you what, actually, Erin, no word of a lie. Oh, you got...
It's not perfect. It's not perfect because it's, you know, we have to do them in sort of a certain space of time, but it just needs a happy birthday greeting on there.
It's yours for £10, Erin. I'm Jan's agent now. 15% cut, Jan. 15%. Anyway, how did we get onto that? I can't remember. I was showing you the boards for the easels. So this is your ornate frames. Look at me trying to get it back to the normal. It's normally the other way around. Here's your easel hexagons. Again, with each of these, you can see the way that you can build up your layers for your actual easels themselves, and then you've got all of the little added embellishment dies to be able to create things like your sentiments and your little stoppers as well. There is your circles. Again, that one comes with the hello, like the fact that you can obviously interchange those elements as well. And there's that gorgeous flower. Again, Mother's Day on the horizon. Might that be absolutely perfect? I think potentially. And this is the one that we've just seen. For lovers of the Dewey Decimal System, this has got to be the one for you. I think this as well is perfect for things like weddings, for things like, birthdays. I see this as a little table setting as well. I really, really like that book.
I've got an idea floating around in my mind for that one. I want to actually use it not as an easel. You know, we were talking about layering them up. I want to use it and curve the pages like a book and actually layer it up and use some of the book paper again and have it like a little book as an embellishment. So it's just finding time to actually have a play with it, and do something different.
Cool ideas, all there for you. That is all of the dies that you're going to get. And the paper pads. In the bundle, you're going to get your quintessentially English, which is that what it's called? Yeah, quintessentially English. So you've got 4 pages here of these gorgeous die-cut pieces, which are just sort of very quintessentially English. And then all of the gorgeous paper here. As you can see, you've got the beautiful flecks of foiling on there in the pinks and the greens. As Jan was saying as well with this comes with the silver foiling, of course. But have a look through here. It's absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. Look at the butterflies. Pinks and greens and florals, just stunning. Flecks of foiling too. That is included within this collection, quintessentially English. Details coming up on your screen just for this paper pad on its own if you want to grab it. $16.99 or $19.95. There's literally, well, I'll tell you, there's 20 chances to get this and then it's gone. 20 chances left.
We said we thought it was going to go.
I know, we said it.
Yeah.
So,
paper pads are always the first thing to sell.
Yeah, especially when you've got certain people buying 6 or 7 of them in one go. They tend to sell out very quickly. So that's $16.99 and $19.95. 20 of those left. And then we've got the full
this is
bloom.
third time lucky. I'm very impressed.
Hey, Joe would have knocked loads of stuff over by now. I am just bossing it today, seriously. 4 pages of your little die-cut pieces. I love the fact that you've got the sentiments in there as well. Foiled sentiments. You're a superstar. Well, thank you so much. And then you've got your gold foiling within your full blooms and some lovely colours. That floral theme still running throughout. And again, as we said, the great thing about these collections is, look at the gold foiling on there. Love it. Yeah, the great thing is that if you're looking to kind of match up colours and papers and patterns, these work all beautifully together because it's all been done for you. So you had your own personal shopper gone out and picked everything that goes beautifully. Look at the detailing on there. Look at the foiling. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. So that is your full blooms paper pad, which comes with it too. It is 40 sheets within that one, and that is also part of the full collection. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I can see a misspent youth stacking. You know when you used to stack the cards up, Ben?
Oh,
like
building out of
playing card houses.
Yes.
Yeah.
I used to love doing that.
You never knew it'd come in handy as an adult, did you?
Dominoes as well. I used to love doing.
Oh yeah, we spend hours setting those up. So the touch one and it.
Did the whole the little.
Yeah. Loved it. Yeah.
Jan knows. Sandra's just saying if there was more time, she would have made Erin one of the what was it called? Sextuplet, sextuple easel card. Six of them. Don't be offering Erin more cards, by the way. She's already getting people here to make cards for her family. So don't start doing that because she'll never stop asking for them otherwise. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming in. Liz says, just ordered these dies along with the Gemini Pro. Can't wait to get them. Yes, Liz, congratulations. The Gemini Pro, by the way, is coming up tomorrow. Dawn says, fancy camera work. George is on the buttons today. Well done, George. M saying, my daughter's face beamed when you showed my card. Thank you, you're welcome. And Susan just saying, Susan Rushton, for our book club dinner, I'm going to use the book easel dies for table cards, and each table will have a different book theme. My table will be the To Kill a Mockingbird table. That is a great book by Harper Lee. I did that at GCSE English.
Yes.
I love that idea, Susan. That's awesome. And Rebecca saying that quintessentially English paper pad is stunning. I love it. Well, Rebecca, you should get it. That's all I'm saying. It is heading towards limited stock on that one, by the way. So if you want it, get it before it goes. Facebook and YouTube, if you want to send in your comments, you can do. But we are moving on to the animal silhouettes. If you've not seen these yet, let us recap on this collection, because it is gorgeous. Well, you've seen briefly, if you were watching like 5 minutes ago, you saw one of the demos that Jan did a little bit earlier on this, but we'll recap on that in just a little bit. But basically, you have got the ability to create some beautiful silhouette cards with these. You know, whether you're using these for the aperture and the silhouette sort of style, or whether you're kind of using these for the depth and dimension that you can create as well. I love them. Look at the little rabbit that you've got here. So you've got the ability to be able to cut out the little aperture with your little rabbit there on its own. Looks amazing. But then you can obviously build up the layers with this as well. Here you've got that sort of foliage in the background, happy birthday on the dies, and more little dies to pop around your make as well. So that is the little rabbit. Here is the butterfly. Again, that one comes within that floral silhouette. Just for you are the dies that you're going to receive on that. And then you've got all of those little beautiful butterflies too. But how gorgeous is that? They've got something for every season with this collection, I think, as well. This is the one that everybody's talking about, though. Look at this deer. It is amazing. Literally, the demo that we saw earlier, which we'll recap on in just a bit, just stunning. And Erin loved this so much that she's paying Jan £20 for the card, which Jan made a little bit earlier on to give to her husband for his birthday on Friday. I mean, I think £20 is cheap, really. Maybe 30 is what you should be charging, Jan. But you're going to get that included as well. You're also going to get the one which wasn't available on HSM, which is launched, was the little bee, the little buzzy bee. So that comes within this collection too. So if you wanted to be able to kind of complete your collection in the States, the bee is the one to go for. That's everything that you get within this collection. So £41 or $47.50. However, if you did want to go for these individually, you can also do that, and they're available on a multi-buy for you too. But if you love the idea of it, then go for the full bundle. It's 2 for $22 or $28, or get the whole shebang for £41 or $47.50, saving $10.96 or $12.30. Individually, you can get them as well. Look, so if you just want to get the B, if that's the one that you haven't got to complete your collection, $12.99 or $14.95 is the deal on that. Right, I've just looked at the clock. We've got 15 minutes remaining. Shall we, before we go on to the demo, just recap on the cards, because we've got to pick our demo of the show, and we haven't done that yet. And I'll get a message in a minute going, you haven't sorted the demo of the show. So let's do that now, because I don't want to get in trouble. So Jan, could you recap, please, on the cards that you have already made?
I certainly can. So at the top of the show then, we actually started out with that cute little, whoops-a-daisy, cute little easel card there. So that was using the hexagons. And again, when you see from the side, you can see that sort of how it's all put together there. So that was using the quintessentially English paper pad on there that's hanging on by a thread by the sounds of it.
Yeah,
the
not many left.
second demo was our gorgeous little stags there. All right, so we've got that little bit of acetate in the background and that lovely sort of scenic paper. They just look as if they stood at the top of the hill, don't they?
Yeah.
Just waiting for nightfall on that one. So that was number 2. Number 3 was the Cuttable Layerable sentiments, and we made the little box using that as a topper to go on the top. It's your birthday. All right, you could put a little bit of ribbon round there, as I say, tissue paper inside. And then number 4, we've just finished off the little book easel, and we staggered that one instead of putting it all in a queue, as I call it. So again, just all the embellishments from the paper pad. That was the full blooms, the blue paper pad.
Yeah.
And we've got just some of the pop outs, the bows and everything, little pop outs from the back of the paper pad as well. So yeah, they're really nice to have a play with these and just see. I mean, that 6 one was stunning, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. It just shows how far you can take them. You know, just sort of have a play around with them and see what you can come up with.
So vote for the number that you love the most. There's lots of 2s coming in. I mean, come on, they're all amazing, but the deer die, the deer card, I mean, that could be the demo of the week. If it gets voted as the demo of the show, which I think it might do, but you know, you don't let us influence you. If that gets voted as the demo of the show, I reckon that could be a demo of the week. Imagine that. We've never had back-to-back champions so far. We've had double winners, because who's won twice? It's Debbie Robinson has won twice, but never had back-to-back champions. So imagine if that happened. Imagine if that happened. I know it's early doors, it's only Monday, isn't it? But listen, we are setting the standards high this week. Such a great variety of cards on today's show, says Aisha Dennison. Thank you, Jan. Yeah, it's been a brilliant show so far, and I think, have we got time to squeeze in one more before we disappear?
I think we can fit one
Let's
more
do
in.
it.
Yeah, we're going to go for the little rabbit silhouette just to finish off with, and just do a nice little, just a small card for this one. Again, showing off how that silhouette die works. So in your packaging then, similar, if you were watching earlier, you saw how the stag one was set up. They're all a similar kind of idea. You've always got that external die to make an aperture with, together with your silhouette animal. And again, like I said earlier, don't be concerned that you think there's part of the die missing. If I put this underneath, it is meant to have the gap in it, because this is where the animal comes in as the silhouette, and we're going to cut that. I'll show you what I mean when it's cut out. And then you also get some kind of decorative die. So with the stag, we had those gorgeous trees in the background. This one's got some lovely foliage in the background. And then again, just fill in the space, little butterfly, a couple of leaves, and then happy birthday in this one, just as a play on words again. I love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go, in fact, we'll cut both of these. We'll cut the foliage as well. So I've got green for the foliage there, and we'll cut the little rabbit silhouette out as well. So that one's going to go on there. And then again, you know, you can cut these together. The rule of thumb with your metal dies is not to let your dies overlap.
Yeah.
The pressure in the Gemini will actually damage the metal. So if you're not confident sort of cutting them together, cut your external circle first, or whatever shape you're working with, and then run it through with the silhouette inside. So again, as long as they're not touching, and they're made to have sort of a couple of mil gap in between, then you can do them together. But I can actually get my tool all the way around that gap there, look, so that it's not actually touching. So whichever you prefer to do, and they should actually fit, I think, on my my smaller plates there. So we'll pop them both through. We've got the filigree one there.
When's Easter this year? Because obviously your bunny's perfect for Easter.
I think Easter Sunday is around about the beginning of April. It's quite early this year.
I lose track as to what falls where.
About the 2nd, I think, of April.
So Mothering Sunday is March the 14th, which is 2 weeks on Sunday here in the UK. Easter Sunday, the 4th of April, so that's 3 weeks after. Yeah, 3 weeks after. So lots of dies in here, you know, to create cards for Mother's Day, as we've seen. Easter Sunday, and then of course Mother's Day then arriving in the States in May. So yeah, I mean, I need to jot these down in my diary, really, don't I? I should know, really, shouldn't I? You know, working for a company like this where we were making cards. Sorry, yes, make a note in my planner. Make a note in my planner / diary for all these. Should know, as I say. Should know.
So again, we just pop that one back on there just to keep it safe. And then you can see here, if I actually pop this onto here, you can see it's cut out the circle, the aperture, and then you've got that gorgeous little silhouette bunny in there as well. He's absolutely gorgeous. And then the filigree one, if we just pop out some of those larger pieces there, we've got that lovely silhouette piece. And again, use the release holes in the die just to actually take that out. And again, just look how delicate that piece is. They're really, really pretty. Again, it's all been thought out. So what we're actually going to do, let's have a look. There we go. Yep, brilliant. So what we're going to do then, we've got a card blank on the go. Okay, whoops-a-daisy, there we go. And again, this is actually from one of the other paper pads where you get the pearlescent cardstock and then matching.
Is that from the navy and blue?
This one was from the, I think, it's not the navy one.
Caramel and cream?
No.
Lovely lilacs?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, green and lilacs.
Green
I think that's the one. Yes, it's together. Yes. Let me put my my tape pen, and we're going to put this as a matten layer in the back.
Just to say, I think it was Caroline was asking about the demo yesterday. Jan obviously won. Caroline, have you missed all of this? Jan won Crafter of the Week, but then of course there was the whole Joe thing going on with
Joe Gate.
Joe Gate, yeah, it is Joe Gate. But producer Georgina going, oh, he can't go in it because he's not a crafter. And then there was this whole thing, oh my, oh my, oh my. I mean, I've only just got over it. It's worth the watch yesterday.
It was a bit traumatic.
It was traumatic. I've only literally just got over it. I saved the day basically because there was war, all out craft. You talk about craft wars.
Yeah,
this
you needed
was real
your
life.
armour yesterday, didn't you? You could have done with your suit of armour yesterday.
Oh yeah, tell you what. But basically, Jan won as Crafter of the Week. Joe won Crafter of the Week as well, even though they were going, oh, he can't win because he's not a crafter. But anyway, Joe's flower that he made is up there with Jan's card that she made from the animal floral dies, and basically it all ended fine. But it was whoa, drama. Absolute drama. That's why I'm never going to do a live demo, I've decided, on air, just in case that ever happens to me, because I wouldn't want to cause that amount of fuss. But no, it all ended happily.
It was good fun.
It all ended happily in the end. Producer Georgina, though, they've taken a pass off her and she's never coming back.
Bless her.
No, she is. I'm only joking.
Right, so just while we've been chatting there, Ben, all I've done is actually put my matten layer in the back there, and then I've added a piece of acetate into the window there on the front. So we've just cut an aperture out of the front there. So I've got another layer, and it is, if I'd have looked at this one, I could have said straight away that it was from the lilac one. So we've got that matten layer with the purple cardstock and that lovely paper from that lilac pad. And what I've done is I've popped that through with the same, just the inside part. So you can see that we've got our silhouette here, but I didn't use the external die. I've just used the inside to create that sort of, and we're going to put this on top of here. So I want to just pop some, and I'm going to have to use my dotty tape pen because my other one's just come to the end. So we'll just pop that on there. So he's going to stick at the front. So there we go. We've got that one on the front there. And then just to highlight him, I'm actually going to pop this one over the top. All right, so I'm just going to go to my fine tip applicator just to pop this, because we've just got that thin edge around there. And this is tacky glue that I've got in the applicator bottle. But just to get that fine edge around there, it just gives me the bit more control. And then again, we've used the die, so that one's going to line up perfectly over the top and actually create that window there. So that's going to be the front of the card there. And then I've took them off ready. Look, I'm no nonsense, no nonsense. I've got it sussed now. So we've actually taken that lovely
Hoppy
little
birthday.
die, Hoppy Birthday. I love it. I just think it's really cute. And we're just going to put one at the top there and one at the bottom. Just a nice little fun card.
Brilliant.
If you wanted to give him a little eye, you could maybe pop just a little gem in the middle there.
Or big googly eye on there.
Just a cute little card just to finish off there with the Happy Birthday silhouette rabbit.
That's just one component of your animal dies, of course, within the Gemini Silhouette Collection. 30 elements in total. It is the rabbit, as you've just seen, the deers, as we've shown you. You've got the butterfly and the bumblebee included in that too. £41 or $47.50 is the deal on that one. Listen, thank you for all the votes that have come in on the card of the day. I mean, they have been brilliant. All of the makes that we've seen today. This show particularly, there have been some amazing, amazing cards. Lots of votes coming in for number 2, which was the stag card, and also number 4, which was the second easel with the books.
The book.
But which was the winner? I hear you ask. The winner was... I'll tell you after this short break. No, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now. The winner, you're not going to be surprised to learn. It was number 2. It was the stag.
That doesn't surprise me. It's a nice...
It's a worthy winner.
You know, it's just literally just using a little bit of imagination there. And I just think it's a nice way, as I say, I know I used to struggle for men's cards in the past. And then I did some work with a friend of mine that actually, she started a blog on Blogger and it was called Cards for Men. And we spent a long time creating ideas just for the men in our lives. And it got me into the habit of making guys' cards. And to be honest, when you actually think about it, it's not a lot different. You just replace a butterfly with a star. You replace a flower with a button. You replace the pretty pinks with the craft card. You know, and you soon get into the habit of how it works. But I think that one is ideal. And Erin, I'll see you after the show, my lovely.
£40 now. Thing is, well, as it's won the card of the show, the price has obviously gone up.
My agent's getting carried away now.
£40, and I'm now taking 20% of the sale. Let's just quickly recap on the easels. Again, the triple easels, the stacked easel card dies, fantastic. What I would say is, if you want to go for the collection, over 80% of the stock of these have gone. And also, if you're wanting to go for the paper pads individually, you need to go swiftly on those, because we are down to 10% of the stock left on the quintessentially English pad, and the full blooms pad as well is going. Basically, if there's anything that you want from the stacked easel card collection, get it quickly because it is flying out of the door. What a lovely show. I've really enjoyed Monday Makers today, and today is not over, because we've got more to bring you in just an hour's time. We have got another round of Craft Vault. We're stepping into the vault of much craft. If you missed it earlier on, some great deals to be had. I think deals up to 45% off, so make sure you join us. Jan, thank you so much.
You are welcome. Welcome.
Always.
I've got some more demos lined up for that last show. We're not finished yet.
We are not finished. We are far from finished. So we shall look forward to that. Grab yourself a cup of tea or something, whatever you fancy really, and meet us back here in an hour for the final show of the day. That is it from Monday Makers, but we'll see you in the Craft Vault in an hour's time. Bye for now.